Wait, are you telling me 67% of you guys aren't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button now. Hello guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back to another video. Today we are back with the Premier League predictions, and there's some big games coming this midweek, so let's get into it. I'm joined by Michael. How are you doing?
I'm alright, mate. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you. So the first game then on the Tuesday. Wow, bottom versus second bottom. Sheffield United versus West Brom. This is huge. This is really huge. I think this is literally do or die for both teams. You know, they neither of them can settle for a draw. They're both so far cut adrift, especially Sheffield United, that it has to be a win and a win only. So that's why I'm expecting a good game. It's not like they can both settle for a 0-0 draw. God, I don't know what to predict though. West Brom just drew 2-2 with Fulham. Oh, I'm gonna go Sheffield United 1, West Brom 1. I'm going to go for a draw.
I think Sheffield United will win this 2-1.
Okay.
I think if you look at the two teams, Sheffield United have got more fight in them than West Brom do. They've got more, roll up their sleeves attitude. No one gave them a chance against United. They got the win. Everyone thought it was going to be an absolute slapping by Man City. It was only 1-0.
They're a battling team, aren't they?
Yeah, and they've got a lot of average footballers, and I think they'll lose probably 2 or 3 of them in the summer. But I think they'll go down with their tails up, and I think Sheffield United will win this. I think West Brom finish bottom. That's my opinion. I think West Brom are crap. Like, they're so bad defensively. At least Sheffield United are okay defensively. They're not awful defensively. They just don't score enough goals. That's their problem. It's been their problem all season. So I think Sheffield United will win this 1-0.
1-0. Yeah. Wow, massive game though.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, didn't you say 2-1?
What?
2-1 or 1-0?
Oh. I'm going to go 2-1, yeah.
2-1.
Gave them the Goldrick double.
Okay, right. The next game then is Wolves versus Arsenal. This is a massive game as well because both teams need a result. Arsenal drew at the weekend against United, so they want to get back to winning ways, and Wolves lost to Palace, and they're not 100% sure of being safe yet. I think they will be, but
I can see them going down,
Yeah, their form's not great, is it?
But really, comparison to the last 3 seasons, Wolves are 14th in the league or 15th in the league, and they don't have any goals in that team.
It's a massive game, isn't it?
Yeah, big time.
Wolves 0, Arsenal 2.
I think Arsenal roll them, completely roll them. Arsenal I didn't batter United yesterday, but they give them a good game with an understrength team. No Saka, no Aubameyang. They're missing players, and they're still firing, and they're starting to tick under Arteta now. They're starting to work as a unit.
Yeah.
I think Wolves are crap without Jimenez. They miss him so much, and I think Arsenal win tomorrow 3-0.
3-0, wow, that is massive. And speaking of massive, the next game is Manchester United, who need to get back to winning ways against Southampton, who have lost their last 2 Premier League games 1-0. I think it's the right kind of game for United because Southampton come into this in bad form and United need a win. They've lost to Sheffield United, they drew with Arsenal, and I'm going to back them to go back to winning ways. United 2, Southampton 1.
I think it'll be very close, but like you say, it's an ideal game for United because Southampton will attack them and they get their wing backs forward, and if United can get them behind Southampton, they're devastated on the break. I think 3-0 United. I think they'll roll them. I do think they'll roll them. I think 3-0 United.
Wow, massive game. And the next one is 2 teams that won at the weekend: Newcastle versus Crystal Palace. Newcastle, what a win that was at Everton, and it really does change things for them. They were sliding really fast towards that bottom 3, but that was a massive win. And as for Palace, another big win for them. They beat Wolves, so I think one of these 2 is going to make it back-to-back wins, and I'm going to go for Newcastle. Newcastle 1, Palace 0.
I'm going to go 2-1 Crystal Palace. They've got the X factor Crystal Palace doing, Eze and Zaha, and if they turn up on their game, that's Newcastle back 4 are going to have a real big problem. And like you said, Newcastle, they kind of get overconfident. They kind of get complacent when they get 1 win. And then the next game they go out and they're awful. They can't seem to back it up 2 games back to back where they look any good, I don't think. And I think Crystal Palace have got nothing to lose, and they'll go up there and they'll win 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
The next game is a big one. It's top of the table Man City going away to Burnley, who, despite losing to Chelsea, their couple of games before that, they've been really impressive. So it's not an easy one for City. I do think they'll edge it. I think their defence is what's going to be key in this game. So I'm going to go Burnley 0, Man City 1.
Is that at Turf Moor?
Yeah.
I think it'll be a 0-0.
Okay.
Burnley are hard to break down at Turf Moor. Man City don't like travelling there. I don't know what it is. They don't seem to score a lot of goals there. I don't know. Man City, they're a good team. They're the favourites for me for the title by a mile. But this is the sort of game that could be a banana skin in their title race. And I think it'll be 0-0. I think it'll be really boring. Burnley will sit back, defend their life away, throw bodies in front of the ball like they always do, and I think Man City will struggle to break them down. I think 0-0.
Wow, that is massive. The next game is also pretty massive. It's a team in the bottom 3 versus a team in the top 4. Fulham versus Leicester City. Both need to get a win here after not winning at the weekend. Leicester lost to Leeds. Fulham drew with West Brom. This is massive. This is a massive, massive game, and I'm just edging towards Leicester. 1-0.
I'm going to go 2-0 Leicester. Fulham are a good side, but they're not Leicester's level. And Leicester were complacent today against Leeds. But Leeds can do that. Leeds can blow you apart. Like, they can be absolutely dreadful at the back and concede 6. Or they can go up the other end and just rip you apart. And that's what they did today. They're just a delight to watch. But I think Leicester will have enough against Fulham. I think 2-0.
Okay, 2-0. And the next game is also a pretty interesting one. It's Leeds, like we said, they beat Leicester, going up against Everton, who lost to Newcastle. Everton need to get back to winning ways, so I'm going to go for an absolute goal fest. Leeds 3, Everton 3.
I'm going to go 3-1 Leeds.
Okay.
Everton's back 4 are slow. Don't move a lot. Leeds front 3, don't stop running all game long. I think it's going to be I think Leeds will blitz them, I think 3-1.
Wow, yeah, that'd be massive. And Everton, they need a result, don't they? The next one is Aston Villa versus West Ham, 2 teams that play in claret and blue. I think this will be a pretty big game because they both have aspirations of maybe sneaking into the top 6. They're quite evenly matched as far as I'm concerned. I think West Ham beat them at the London Stadium, so I'm going to go down the middle, 1-1.
I'm going to go 1-0 Villa. They seem to be like the 1-0 experts at the moment, don't they? Sneaking 1-0s and just... They've got Jack Grealish, Villa, and he's capable of magic moments, and they're good at defending this year. Defending this year, and I think Villa will win it 1-0. I think it's going to be a penalty as well. Just got a mystic Meg.
Wow, that would be some prediction if you got the penalty right as well.
That's double points, that is, if I get that right.
Yeah, I'll give you double points if you can get that right. The next game is Liverpool versus Brighton. Now Liverpool really need to win if they have any chances of trying to keep that Premier League title alive. And Brighton. We're recording this just before they played Spurs, so I don't know where they are, but I know that they're just above the drop, so I think it'll be tight. Liverpool aren't scoring a lot of goals lately. 1-0 Liverpool.
This is the sort of game Liverpool need, I think. I reckon. I'm going to go big. I'm going to go 4-0 Liverpool.
Wow, 4-0.
Yeah, they scored 3 against Spurs.
Yeah.
And Brighton are... No, I was going to swear then. Brighton are awful. I said at the start of the season they're one of my favourites to go down, and I still stand by it. Yeah. They're dreadful, honestly. They're awful. They finished the bottom 3 for me. They're terrible. I just think Liverpool will absolutely batter them. And I think if they can get their front 3 firing again, even though Mane's looks like he's going to be missing, they're still good enough to roll Brighton, to be honest. So yeah. I reckon 4-0 Liverpool. Okay,
and the last game on the Thursday is a London derby between Tottenham Hotspur and Chelsea. Goodness me, it's hard to predict. I think if Lampard was still there, I'd lean towards Tottenham. But now that Tuchel's come in,
good manager.
He might be able to get something here. And after Tottenham's loss at home to Liverpool, you wonder if they can bounce back with a home win against Chelsea. So I'm going to be boring and say 0-0.
I'm going to go 1-0 Chelsea. Chelsea look like they just want to keep the ball. And if Chelsea keep the ball like they've been doing in their last 2 games, Tottenham ain't going to get a sniff. They're just passing it around for fun. They're not. I think Burnley had like 19% possession today against them. It's crazy stats, like in a Premier League game to have that little possession. I think 1-0. I think it'll be 1. I think Chelsea are a better team than Tottenham. I'd say. Okay. On paper, you look at them as a team, they're probably better than Tottenham. And Tottenham are missing Harry Kane, so that's a big loss. So I think 1-0 Chelsea.
Okay, well that wraps up the midweek Premier League predictions, guys. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and let me know your predictions down below as well. We'll see you got more right in the next video. Peace out.